And this is show 35, again, the last review for the postures of this week. And we're going to get ready to do the pose of tranquility. This is a balancing posture that is a inverted pose. So if you missed all of that, and this is the first time that you watch this, if you have high blood pressure or a detached retina, you should not do this posture. You should not invert because it increases your blood pressure. So we're going to first go back to the very basic and very simple spinal rock. This is just to warm you up, to get that spine flexing out. You bring your knees into your chest, holding on to your shin bones. Tuck your chin in and roll back. Straighten out your legs. Find your balance. Try to find your balance. Keep your legs horizontal to the floor. Then bend your knees and roll right back up again. We'll do it one more time. Roll back. Straighten out your legs. Find your balance. Tighten up your stomach. Bend your knees and roll right back up again. If you are unable to get into the pose of tranquility in the way that we're going to try it now, then you simply roll into it, all right? So you're covered either way. Easing down onto your back, we're going to start to use the stomach muscles to bring your legs up. So place your palms flat on the floor beside your thighs. Tighten up your stomach muscles and press the waistline into the floor. That is a pelvic tilt, where you lift your tailbone slightly and press the waist into the floor. Bring your legs straight up. Curl, roll up onto your shoulders. Keep your legs horizontal to the floor. Please try to have the majority of your weight on your shoulder blades. You do not want to dig your neck bones into the floor. Have your legs horizontal to the floor. Establish your balance. Breathing softly and trying to keep very still. Bring your right arm up alongside of your leg. Try not to move your body, but the shoulder blade will move and it will tend to make you have some motion, but you want to try to keep it to absolute minimum. Placing your arm on the floor beside your ear. Bring your hand up and barely touch your shin bone. Don't grab your leg. Don't rest the leg onto your hand. You just barely touch. Breathing softly, you bring the left arm up slowly. Watch here for that shoulder blade movement. Take your time. Lower the arm slowly. Try to keep your body from moving about. Arm to the floor. And then glide your hand up barely to touch your shin bone. Hold on to this position. Breathe softly. Try to imagine that you're a statue. Just freeze. Then slowly lower the right arm to the floor. Ease it down. Slowly glide it straight up to the ceiling. And slowly bring it down alongside of your body to the floor. Then bring your left arm down. Breathe softly. Glide it up alongside of your leg and down. Tighten up your stomach. Bring your legs in close to your face and begin to roll down. I'm going to show you two different ways of coming up into this. This is a more advanced stage when you know that your back is good and strong. You bring your legs down and your pelvic tilt is in effect. The waistline remains flat on the floor. And then you relax. If this is difficult for you, but you want to try it, the next best thing to do to roll up is to come up with your knees bent. See, if you'll bend your knees and then roll up here. And that's easier, and it's very, very doable. Then when you come down, instead of keeping your legs locked, bring your knees into your face, your thighs into the ribs, begin to bend your knees. You roll down onto your lower back. When you get your waistline on the floor, you bend the knees completely. You bring your feet in close to your seat. You put your feet flat down on the floor. and then you can slide them away. So that's two ways, the three ways. Either the spinal rock, that's if you're not sure, then the knees bent and up when you're getting better, and then when you really feel like you can do it, with the stomach tight, both legs straight up. All right? Now, bend your knees and put your feet flat on the floor. Stomach tight, a solid pelvic tilt. Push your feet as far away from your body as you're able to go, keeping your toes on the floor. A good pelvic tilt, pick up your head and shoulders, arms up, interlock your thumbs, sit up, and put the soles of your feet together and fold forward. Lead with your chin, stretch. Stretch through that lower back, stretch, come down, and come back up into the upright position. And now we're going to do the hip joint rotation, that pretzel, to work out through your lower back. So bring the right heel to the outer right hip. Bring the foot to the inside of your thigh. Have the weight on both sitting bones. Certainly there's much more weight right now on the left hip joint than there is on the right. Try to lower that right one down a little bit, but you're not going to have anywhere near as much weight on it as you will on the other. Turn your chest, your torso over your left thigh. Bring both arms back and interlace your fingers. Chin is up. Inhale. Deeply take the air to the top of your lungs. And exhale, fold forward. Lead with your chin, fold forward. Empty the air. Stretch your ribs over. Forehead down. Arms way, way up. Pick up your head. Inhale. Slowly come up. Slowly come up. And exhale. Now, lift your knees and simply rotate. Have your torso coming over your right thigh, sitting up very, very tall. Arms back. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward, lead with your chin, fold forward, empty the air. Go slowly, ribs over your thigh, forehead to the floor. Arms way high. Open up through your chest and your shoulders. Pick up your head. Inhale. Slowly come up. Slowly come up. Make those hip muscles do the work. And exhale. And rotate. And inhale. Exhale. Fold forward. Lead with your chin. Lead with your chin. Empty. Empty. Pick up your head, bring your torso up, slowly come up, and exhale. Rotate, sit tall, inhale, exhale, fold forward, lead with your chin. Inhale, pick up your head, bring your torso up, and exhale. Good. Ease out of your position. And now we're going to go back and review that ever beloved posture, the crow. So you come up on your tiptoes. Sit on your heels. You separate your knees and you bring your shoulders down. It is absolutely essential that your elbows are bent and that your legs, your shins, have a place to rest on. If you have your elbows straight, which so many people keep trying to do, there's just absolutely no way that you can do it. So, first things first, bring your chest toward the floor. Get your knees behind your shoulders. Take a look at where your knees and your shoulders are. Only that way can you be sure that your elbows are bent. Bring your hands in closer to your feet. Closer to your feet. Right now your center of gravity is on your feet and you're going to shift it forward. Try not to lift your hips up too high. Keep your hips down and just lean forward. Push up on one and then on the other. Find your balance and hold. Come down. Ease out and rub. Be very, very careful about putting too much pressure at the back of your arms. You'll end up being bruised, which is not unusual for me because I'm always getting myself into these things. Rub your wrists and the heels of your hands. Oftentimes, those are the areas that give you more trouble than anything else because you're not accustomed to having that kind of weight and pressure at that angle. So you need to practice even just by pushing your hands into the floor in order to get that twist into your wrist and get that weight onto the heels of your hands. Please remember that these postures, keep rubbing, these postures are not intended to be a wow thing. There's a very serious purpose to this, and we are doing weightlifting. You're lifting your own weight. As you very well know, and we mention fairly frequently on this program, weightlifting postures are extremely beneficial for your joints. As people get into the area in their lives when arthritis tries to creep in, weightlifting postures are some of the best things in the world that you could do. So come up on your tiptoes, bend your elbows, bring your chest forward close to the floor. Get all of the weight on your hands. Bring your hands in fairly close to your toes. We're going to shift the weight from the feet to the hands. Don't kick. Don't kick. Just lean forward. Lift up a little bit. Get up on the back of one elbow and then the other. If you find that you're losing your balance, don't worry about it. Come back down. Rearrange. Go again. You might, as I mentioned before, want to put a big soft pillow in front of you. Don't do this on a hard floor. You've got to have some soft something should you lose your balance and fold forward. Don't practice by kicking up. That will never get it. It has to be done slowly so that you know that momentum has no place in it, but rather you just roll forward and transfer the weight up onto one, up onto the other. And then when you're ready to come down, ease back down. Always remember to be sure and rub, stimulate the circulation. It's not that you're a ninny, it's just that you'll keep that lactic acid from building up. That'll keep you from getting sore. Take care. Till next time. Bye-bye.
To purchase a copy of Stretch and De-Stress, Program 012-004, please call 1-800-553-7752 or write to the address on your screen.